Dick Fosbury, the gold medal winning Olympian who revolutionized and modernized the high jump by being the first person to jump over the bar backwards, was in Casper to check out some of the action, and he had one event in mind in particular. This is the final day of the 2015 Wyoming High School State Track and Field Meet, starting with the 1A girls 100-meter hurdles. A couple of runners went down near the end, but they were okay, and Zariah Tolman of Burlington crosses the line first in a time of 16.88 seconds. She set a new 1A record in the pole vault 2 days prior. 2A girls 100-meter hurdles. Wearing the red is Grace Tanner, a freshman out of Big Piney. She would win by a full second plus, taking 16.42 seconds to do it. We will see her in future state meets. 3A girls 100-meter hurdles. On the left is Emily Reed of Cody, and on the right is Dana Hanks of Powell. This is not the first time these two have raced each other, but Reed will win the last race in 16.23 seconds. That would give her team some important points in the standings. 4A girls 100-meter hurdles. First through fifth were separated by less than 1/2 of a second. Wearing the maroon is Taylor Arsaga of Laramie. She had just a little bit more in the end, and she will turn in a time of 15.59 seconds, the fastest of all the girls' races. 1A boys 110-meter hurdles. This was close. In the orange is James Teichert of Cokeville. In the white is Rowan Hawk of DuBois. And in the blue is Noah Elm of KC. It went down to the wire, and Hawk nips Elm by 0.01 seconds. 15.86 seconds was the winning time, and everyone was okay at the finish line. 2A boys 110-meter hurdles. Tongue River placed first and second in this race. Leading the way was Micaiah Huff, as he will beat his teammate Austin Scammon by exactly 1/2 of a second. The clock shows 15.65 seconds. 3A boys 110-meter hurdles. Cody and Powell would duke it out again. When the race was over, it was Jackson Bauer for the Bronx who would just get past Panther Collie Smith. 15.03 seconds was the winning time for the senior. 4A boys 110-meter hurdles. It's Walker Newell of Campbell County. He won the pole vault 2 days ago, and now he has another first-place medal to add to his collection. 14.61 seconds was his time. He was the only runner faster than 15 seconds for the weekend. 1A girls 100-meter dash. The hurdles are gone, and now it's a straight shot. Savannah Phillips of Cokeville takes the race in 13.29 seconds to help the Lady Panthers to a third-place finish in the team standings. 2A girls 100-meter dash. Fourth from the right is Bailey Bard of Bighorn, and we'll zoom in on her to give you a better look as to who won. The junior beats everyone else in this race. 12.90 seconds was her time. 3A girls 100-meter dash. In the middle, wearing the blue, is Kelsey Gamble of Douglas. She did not win by much. 0.08 seconds was the margin of victory, and the winning time was 13.02 seconds. 4A girls 100-meter dash. Wearing the green is Hannah Carter of Kelly Walsh, taking advantage of the home track, and she learned a few lessons from her predecessor, Jerea Davis. The Lady Trojan has the fastest time in 12.61 seconds to get the win. 1A boys 100-meter dash. Wearing the orange is Jace Peterson of Cokeville. You are going to see this guy several times. He was first to the finish, and the senior checks in with a time of 11.64 seconds. 2A boys 100-meter dash. In a moment, you will see Jace Marks from Big Piney. This is the third year in a row that he has won this race. This year he had a time of 11.12 seconds, and he has another race to go on the day. 3A boys 100-meter dash. It was a three-person race, as you are about to see. 0.06 seconds separated first from third. When the dust settled, Gage Pitt of Douglas was the winner. He had number 153 on his back. The winning time was 11.49 seconds. 4A boys 100-meter dash. This was the race that many were looking forward to. Chase Anderson of Natrona versus Carlos Salcido of Rock Springs in the first of two races. Round one went to Anderson, 10.99 seconds versus 11.08. Actually, those times were reversed in the preliminaries where Salcido won. 1A girls 300-meter hurdles. It's Tolman of Burlington again, easily clearing the obstacles and crossing the finish line in 47.67 seconds for her third win of the weekend. She's just a junior, so we will see her again next year. 2A girls 300-meter hurdles. On the left is Bard from Bighorn, and on the right is Kaylee Gibb of Southeast. Gibb got over the final hurdle first, but Bard had a little more push at the end to win by 0.01 seconds. 45.82 seconds was the winning time. 3A girls 300-meter hurdles. It's Reed of Cody again, trying to hold off Aspen Hillard of Star Valley. This race may have been the difference as to why the Phillies eight-peated as 3A team champs by 2 points over the Lady Braves. Reed's winning time was 46.49 seconds. 4A girls 300-meter hurdles. No contest here. It was Callie Stewart of Cheyenne South by almost 1 second ahead of the rest of the field. The Lady Bison will cross the finish line easily in 45.18 seconds. 1A boys 300-meter hurdles. Teichert of Cokeville did not have much competition. 2 seconds in a race is a lot of time, but he would finish like it was close. His time was 39.62 seconds, but no bonus points for the landing. Wrong sport. 2A boys 300-meter hurdles. This is Peyton Wilson of Burns. He did his job in helping the Bronx win their first team title ever. 39.70 seconds was his time, and that net his team 10 more points. 3A boys 300-meter hurdles. It's Justin Lehman of Douglas in the blue, trying to hold off Tristan Hepp of Douglas, which he would, and get across the finish line in 39.70 seconds, a win by 1/10 of a second. 4A boys 300-meter hurdles. It was a photo finish. Newell of Campbell County in the purple and Anderson of Natrona in the black. Great race, great finish, and the finish line camera had Newell winning by a hair. 38.69 seconds as he would take both hurdle races. Now for a couple of field events. 2A girls high jump. Ann Wingleth of Lyman. She got some advice from Fosbury. 5 feet 8 1/4 inches, a new overall state record. That's 3 records on the weekend for the University of Utah-bound senior, and she still has a race to run in. 3A boys high jump. Here's Brandon Tedder of Lovell. Last chance for him at 6 feet 4 inches, and he made it. He was not expected to get this far, but the state meet is where you are supposed to PR. So that put the pressure on Kyle Pollock of Wheatland, last year's state runner-up, and he would get over as well. Neither jumper would clear 6 feet 6 inches, so after examining the tiebreakers, Pollock had fewer misses throughout the competition, so the junior would get the win. Back to the track. 1A girls 400-meter dash. It's Phillips of Cokeville again, keeping her distance from Mackenzie Powell of Encampment. You might remember Powell beat Phillips in the 800 on day 2. Not this time. 59.75 seconds was the winning time, and she was the only 1A runner to run 1 lap in less than 1 minute. 2A girls 400-meter dash. Like the previous race, Leanna Mitchell of Tongue River was the only runner to beat the 1-minute timer. She will complete the job in 58.75 seconds and win by 1 1/4 seconds. 3A girls 400-meter dash. A couple of freshmen were leading the way. Wearing the black is Julia K. O'Neill of Powell, and on the left in the blue is Rachel Battershell of Wheatland. O'Neill would pick up her second win of the weekend in a time of 59.32 seconds to add on to her 800-meter win the day before. 4A girls 400-meter dash. It was hard to tell on this one. For a while, it looked like it was going to be Kelly Moudry of Campbell County, but look to the left. At the last moment, Siri Christensen of Natrona would come through and cross the finish line first. The Phillies' time was 57.63 seconds. 1A boys 400-meter dash. A couple of Cokeville siblings leading this race. Jace Peterson on the left would pull away from Mason Peterson and beat him by more than 1 second. Jace would clock in at 51.26 seconds. 2A boys 400-meter dash. It was Marks leading the way, and he would not give it up. The puncher would punch his way across first and win in 49.75 seconds. That's 2 wins in as many races for him. 3A boys 400-meter dash. Here's Hepp again from Buffalo, and he has a competitive crowd behind him, but the senior was able to hold them off. He would best the field in 49.54 seconds and get a first-place medal. 4A boys 400-meter dash. Salcedo of Rock Springs needed to get himself a win. He wanted to get at least 1 medal before he heads over to the University of New Mexico, and he would get it in this race, winning in 47.96 seconds. 1A girls 1600-meter run. Here's another Teichert to the Cokeville family. This is freshman Ginetta Teichert pulling away from her next closest competitor, and she will cross the line in 5 minutes, 36.59 seconds to get the win. 2A girls 1600-meter run. In the purple is Jules Ward of Thermopolis. She took the lead during the final lap, but Charlie Brown of Wyoming Indian would turn on the jets in the final stretch and pull away in the end. The winning time was 5 minutes, 31.69 seconds. 3A girls 1600 meter run. Wearing the orange is Anna Gibson of Jackson. She ended up being the fastest of the girls runners in the mile, as the sophomore would turn in a time of 5 minutes 10.53 seconds to get the win. 4A girls 1600 meter run. Wearing the orange is Molly Olson of Natrona. She had a little more left in the tank at the end and put forth an extra burst of speed at the right time to win the race. Her time was 5 minutes 16.37 seconds. 1A boys 1600 meter run. No surprise here, it's Cokeville again. The Panthers would place first, second, and third in this race. On the right is Keenan Thompson. He would outduel Cole Jackman by 0.09 seconds and win with a time of 4 minutes 45.84 seconds. 2A boys 1600 meter run. Where there's a long distance race, you better believe Wyoming Indian is involved. Keegan Hermany Horses is last year's 2A cross country state champ. He also won the 800 the day before this race, and he will win another in 4 minutes 39.32 seconds. 3A boys 1600 meter run. It's Brodie Smith of Cody. He already has the overall state record in the 3200, and in this race he would set a new 3A record, 4 minutes 18.58 seconds, and he's a junior, so he will be back next year to try to break both of those marks. 4A boys 1600 meter run. Hunter Davila of Kelly Walsh, he's back at 100% and ready to run at the University of Arizona. He would complete 4 laps in 9 minutes 31.20 seconds and finish his high school career on a good note. 1A girls 200 meter dash. In the middle, wearing the black, it's Phillips from Cokeville again, making it 3 for 3 on the short distance races. The sophomore would run her race to a time of 27.11 seconds, and she is quite used to finishing in first place by now. 2A girls 200 meter dash. And you thought all that Wingleth of Lyman could do was just jump. She can run as well. This is her 4th win of the weekend, 26.28 seconds, and that would help her Lady Eagles to a state runner-up finish. 3A girls 200 meter dash. It was close for a bit, but then Gamble of Douglas would separate herself from the pack and get her 2nd win of the day. 26.42 seconds was the winning time for the junior. 4A girls 200 meter dash. In the middle, wearing the maroon, is Phoenix Farnham of Laramie. Fast things come in small packages sometimes. 25.88 seconds not only got her first place, but best of the best honors for all girls 200 meter dash racers. 1A boys 200 meter dash. It's Cokeville again, first and second. Peterson would also have a 3 for 3 day, as the senior would run half of a lap in 23.13 seconds. The Panthers won the state title because they were at or near the top in every running event. 2A boys 200 meter dash. Here's Marks of Big Piney again. As mentioned, he has won the 100 for 3 years straight, and now he can add 3 straight wins in the 200 as well. The future University of Wyoming sprinter gets the job done in 22.61 seconds. 3A boys 200 meter dash. Just right of the middle, wearing the bright blue, is Pitt of Douglas. The sophomore did not need hurdles to win his 2nd event. The Bearcat would sprint to another win in 22.99 seconds, as he would help his team win the 3A team title. Finally, it's the 4A boys 200 meter dash. Anderson versus Salcedo, round 2. And just to prove that his win in the 100 was not a fluke, Anderson does it again. The Mustang would cross the finish first with a time of 21.79 seconds.